A little earlier this week, so I saw a news headline that's read, the NDC's flag bearer, John Mahama, said that he was going to be fighting Galamsey with AI. Now, the part of the news that caught my attention was the Galamsey part. The AI, I'm not too sure. Because then we've had every time presidents coming and then they promise the fight against Galamsey. I mean, Akins, my friend here, a lot of the times that we've had conversation on a show that looks like this, suggested that the current president looks like he's very determined to fight Galamsey. And so when I saw the news headline, I said, okay, finally, do we have a solution? Akins, what's generally the fight against Galamsey?
Well, MFA, the fight against Galamsey is one that I have always maintained, that it is a multiplicity of some very complex issues, right? That our politicians and our leaders have failed by making sure that we solve this canker, and I say it's a canker, collectively as a nation, right? And we missed an opportunity when for the first time, at least, I stand to be corrected, but for the first time, a certain president having made a commitment that I put my seat on the line in the fight against, Galamsey. Regardless of how sometimes as a leader, right, you would even have your own party people. Because some of these party people, MFA, the truth of the matter is that is what they survive on. And when you want to crack the whip, they will tell you that party has ska. And so it is very difficult when you are fighting a menace like the Galamsey. But when you have the president giving a strong commitment against the fight of Galamsey, I think that was the fine opportunity where both the opposition would rally behind the president's commitment so that we fight this menace. But what did we see? We saw a huge campaign by the opposition in the run-up to the 2020 elections, where you had a deputy national communications director, Kweku Bwine, moving with a potential appointee to these Galamsey communities, telling the Galamsey people that, see, you see this man, President Mahama has told him that he will be the Minerals Commission boss when he comes to power. And so vote for the NDC. When we come into power, we will let you do Galamsey, or we will let you practice Galamsey. I watched the video and I was like, Jesus, what are we doing to ourselves? You had the president, the former president himself, moving on campaign platforms, making commentary, suggesting that for him, when he comes, he's going to free all the prisoners that have been that have been arrested, doing Galamsey. And so you had some element which is normal because political parties are there to win what? Power. Are you getting me? So when you have your opposition moving from one Galamsey community to the other, rallying behind your commitment as a president that you will fight Galamsey, what do you think your party people will do? Some element within your party people will do. They will tell you that, Mr. President, we think you have the commitment to fight Galamsey, but we think we need to win power. Look at what our opposition are doing, and not any mere person, but the flag bearer of the opposition party. And so for me, he now coming back to say that he's going to use AI to fight Galamsey. So now he's not going to appoint Mr. Tony. Is it Tony Edu or Tony?
I'm not too sure the story.
No, he was the Minerals Commission under Mr. Mahama.
He should verify that story.
No, yeah. I can. I'll give you. No, after I've made my presentation, I'll give you the article. Now, is he now going to tell them that I promise you that I'll let you do the Galamsey? Now, I'm not. How is he going to fight the Galamsey? Because his apparatchiks told us prior to the 2020 elections that they are going to allow them to run Galamsey in this country. So for me, I think that politics has placed us in a very difficult situation in fighting
Galamsey. So what do you think that his comment
Let me tell you something. It will interest you to note that you would engage some NDC youth who, in their imagination, are thinking that they are coming into power in 2025. And they will tell you point blank that, for me, I am coming to go and take a concession in Takwa and then...
On what basis do you make that assertion? On
These
what
are
basis? Because I'm an NDC youth.
Julius,
On what basis do you
Julius,
make that
what I'm
assertion?
saying, I'm saying,
Yes,
what I'm
he
saying
said
is
you
that-
need...
Many
No, oh, come on.
But what's
I made
wrong
a
with
assertion.
but what's wrong with
Julius,
what's
I'm not
wrong
being
with
political.
Does it mean
but
that
that's
that's
no, but that's
Julius,
not.
I'm not being
There's
political.
nothing wrong
See,
with it. If a young person
There's
wants to take
everything wrong with
concession,
it
I'm
for
not
him
being
to make
politics.
an accusation that indicts people I associate with without basis. There's
Julius,
everything
calm
wrong
down.
with
Give me a
it.
minute.
Where
Oh,
did the
Julius,
NDC
Julius,
tell
let him
you
land.
that they are
You
coming to
get-
power
no,
today?
let him land.
Let
No,
him
I'm not
land.
going to
Julius,
allow
let
it.
him land. Let him
He
land.
must substantiate that or
He's
withdraw
still
it.
talking.
Julius,
He
you
Let
must
get the
him land.
substantiate that
Let
or
him
withdraw
land.
it.
get the
Where
opportunity.
did they
I
tell you they are
moderate
coming
this
to
conversation, guys.
I mean, you get the
guys.
opportunity.
Julius,
Calm down. You get the
Julius.
opportunity.
Akins,